Do you find yourself constantly doubting your decisions? Are you fretting over other people's reactions to your actions or opinions? Well, in this video, I'll share some tips and tricks to help you stop worrying about what other people think of you. For the best strategies and tips on finally living the life of your dreams with the least resistance through making the necessary or right tweaks to your mindset and daily habits, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get my latest uploads every week. So let's get started. The four main takeaways I want you to hold on to today or grasp from today's subject will be learning how to use constructive criticism to your advantage, then simply filtering out any negative judgments that may accompany that statement. This will leave you less anxious and less overwhelmed. And last but not least, as a result, you can stay more focused on yourself and the best way to achieve your goals and live your life on your terms. Are people's opinions actually holding you back? Worrying about what others think and feel about you is a normal part of our DNA. We're programmed to seek others' approvals. Studies show there's a reward center that's activated when we're given a compliment. Even if you just sense other people's recognition of your hard work, your brain fires up those same reward centers. So we feel good about ourselves when we're accepted. Yet we can't always be accepted and liked by everyone at all times. Problems start when we start pivoting our lifestyles to fit people's expectations. We give others power over our lives and how we should live it. Consequently, we lose out on being who we truly are. After that, things can go downhill and start spiraling out of control. Being stuck in that mindset or mind frame can be destructive to you and actually those around you. Going down this unpredictable and unproductive path, you'll be leaving a path of destruction in your wake. Your job will be affected, relationships might be sabotaged, and your self esteem will definitely take a hit. So, how can you stop worrying about what other people think? First of all, we need to start doing some real serious soul searching. Do you feel that your reality has actually shifted? Have you started to believe in other people's version of who you are as opposed to the real you and how you feel content deep down inside? Then it's time to step up and take some actionable steps. You owe it to yourself to share the real you with the world. They don't know what they're missing, actually. So focus on what's important. Has someone said something unkind about you? Instead of letting it fester, don't let it get to your head. Chances are that person won't recall what they said in about 10 minutes or so. Plus, what they say reflects who they are as a person, their perception, their mindset. If you think about it, it actually has very little to do with you. In other words, their perception of you actually comes from them and the lens that they're wearing. And you're not responsible for how they feel or what they think. Neither can you change any of it. So why waste your time fretting over something you have no control over? Instead, channel that energy into something productive. You can learn a new skill, for example, take up a class, or pick up an old hobby. Whatever it is, make sure it's something that you'll truly enjoy. So, here are some things more worthy of your time than worrying about what people think. Spend quality time with friends and family. Smile at the barista serving your coffee or hold the door for someone. Surround yourself with people who encourage and support you. Volunteer at a local shelter or food bank. Take a walk through the park. Have dinner at a restaurant that you've been dying to try. Highlight your own accomplishments and achievements, no matter how big or small. You always have something to celebrate. Remember that. We've all been through difficult times in our lives, some more than others. At the same time, we've all accomplished one thing or another. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose or elaborate. It just has to mean something to you. like filing your taxes on time or making a home cooked meals for the entire week. Be proud of yourself and all the hard work that you put into your life and the direction that you want to take. You can even write down these accomplishments and hang them up on your fridge or vanity mirror. Then every time you catch a glimpse of one of your achievements, say to yourself, you know what? I did that. Say it over and over until your subconscious takes it fully in. Learn to keep encouraging yourself. Another way to boost your confidence is to practice saying encouraging statements to yourself, aka affirmations in a way. These will help build up your self esteem and improve the way that you view yourself. Here are a few statements to get you inspired, right? My confidence is on the rise. I'm worthy of all good things. I can't control what happens, but I can control my reactions to them. My ideas are great and worth researching and going forward with. I'm blessed and appreciative of everyone and everything in my life. Train yourself to see the positive. Our brains are kind of wired to see the negative. We complain, we blame others, and we dwell. Well, that has to stop today. You can train your thoughts to be more positive, but not in a diluted, naive sort of way, in a more healthy and productive way. As a result, you become less anxious and more resilient to life ups and downs. To be honest, this works if you think more objectively, especially when it comes to your weaknesses or flaws. We all have them. Some are just better at acknowledging and improving them than others. Why can't that be you? So here's an exercise. Write down a list of 5 things that bother you about yourself. Then set some realistic goals to change them and reward yourself each time you reach one of your set goals. Make sure, though, that you start small and work at your own pace. The point is to feel good about yourself, not to overwhelm or burden yourself. That kind of defeats the purpose, right? So learn to focus on the present. Focusing on the present helps reduce stress, which in turn improves your overall health. When you focus on your today, aka the present, you stop worrying about what happened in the past or what might happen in the near future. If I had a saying that goes to keep your eyes on your own map, roughly, which in a sense means to focus on you and your priorities. This in turn helps you build confidence in your decision making process and also trust in your inner guidance. That way, you have no time to put your energy into someone else's perceptions of you that you really don't know where it's coming from. Whenever you start to worry, though, remind yourself that you could be overreacting. In all likelihood, that friend, family member, coworker, or stranger isn't judging you as harshly as you might think they are. They may just be hitting a trigger. If that's the case, you need to get down to the root cause of that trigger and thoroughly heal. But when you're caught in that situation of getting into that space, take a few deep breaths and focus on anything around you. For example, your coffee mug, the clouds, your nails. Anything that can steer your thoughts to the present moment will actually do the trick. Then, lo and behold, you'll notice that your pulse is slowing down, and so is your rate. Heart rate. There we go. Your anxiety will start to recede, and you'll realize you don't care what other people think as much anymore. So, to recap, the issues start when you start pivoting your lifestyle to fit another's expectations. You're not responsible for how others feel, what they think, and neither can you change any of it. In all reality, we all come from different backgrounds and cultural experiences that have shaped our perceptions of the world around us. And we've also have certain biases by going through our own life experiences. And last but not least, train yourself to see the positive or extract the wisdom in the moment where you're perceiving someone is judging you in a certain way. You have to do a mental exercise in that moment and ask yourself, okay, where is that statement coming from? Is it coming from that person's personal bias? Is it coming from someone who is projecting their hurt or insecurities? Or is it someone who is just being plain rude? Then you can choose how to handle that statement from there. Now it's your turn to apply what you've just learned. By the way, I've created a workbook to go along with today's subject to help you get a jump start on creating and implementing real lasting change. You can find your free copy in the description box below. If you need more help, you know where you can find me at themoralcompass.com, where I'll provide more tips and tricks to help you on your self realization journey. Also, if you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you a part of the family, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay blessed.